Got a question on YouTube about what is the difference between a lodger and a boarder under California law. Hi, my name is Rob Wells. I'm the Landlord Warrior on TikTok and YouTube. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to our videos here. Now, to answer this question, you kind of have to have an understanding of like generally what is a tenant and what's a licensee, because a lodger boarder is kind of like in the middle. Okay, so in the having possession of property world, you have licensees. Think of, you got a ticket to go to a football game, or you're invited to someone's home for a birthday party, for example. That's a license. With a license, you have no expectation of like being able to have possession over a particular piece of property or even an area of a piece of property. Here, you're there at the permission of the host, basically the owner of the property, whoever invited you in, right? Generally, a licensee can be basically excluded from the property at any time at the pleasure of whoever let them in. So when the party's over, for example, you got to go home. If not, I can call the police. If you don't leave the football stadium after the game is over, you can be booted out, okay? Then you got tenancy. A tenancy generally is a contract or an understanding that you can have access to a particular area, whether it's a house or a particular room or a place in a home where you could basically exclude people. Okay, think of your typical landlord-tenant situation. Hey, I rent you a property, an entire house, or let's say I rent you a room. There's an expectation that, hey, this is my place to live or dwell, basically. Okay, and I can exclude everyone, the world, basically. Okay, so there's that. And then there's a lodger, okay, which is somewhat in the middle, okay? Think of a lodger as, you're going, your transient occupancies. This is your hotels, your motels, okay? Let's say I'm going from here to Lake Tahoe, for example. I'm going to go visit, all right? I have a place to live, but, the deal is I'm temporarily residing in a room or hotel room or Airbnb, whatever you call it here, for a short period of time. Okay, that's what a lodger is in a nutshell, basically. So under California law, if the question is, hey, do you have to evict a lodger the same way as like a tenant? The answer is actually no. Okay, and for a lot of my hotel, motel clients and people that I've worked with that rent out, rooms on a day-to-day basis, that type of deal, hey, you're going from point A to point B, they have special provisions in the civil code and actually in the penal code for that matter, that, for example, if you don't pay for your lodging expenses, in a hotel, for example, you could be trespassed off the property without doing a court eviction. And say law enforcement doesn't want to get involved and tells the motel owner, hey, go to court. You generally can file an eviction immediately without any notice of any kind. Okay, your mileage may vary. Obviously, this isn't legal advice. Talk with your landlord's attorney or legal counsel that can do evictions, because the rules are very specific. Okay, California does have a boarder lodger statute that allows a owner of property to exclude that lodger without doing an eviction. But I'll tell you in the next set of videos, it's pretty much like virtually non-existent. It doesn't really apply and we can't really use it. I know that's where some of you may be going for, so stay tuned to my next video. I'll tell you why I think that carve out is basically useless. Okay, you got any comments below? Put them in the comments, or questions, put them down in the comments below. Until next time, folks, I'll talk to you then. Okay, see ya.